Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. If this is the first time you're seeing me live, just let me know. Say hello, introduce yourself. If you come every week and you want to say hi, I can see you in the chat. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tina Brigley, and today I want to talk to you about something that I've been really getting present to, and that is this little word called commitment. I know it's a little word that has a lot of meaning. And I want to ask you, like, are you afraid of commitment? When I ask that question, do you think about relationships? But I'm thinking about like our life in general. Are you afraid to commit to things? Like, let's say that your friend asks you to go out for dinner next Friday, and you're like, let me get back to you. Let me see. Like, you're waiting for maybe something else to happen. You don't want to commit unless because something might come up. Or maybe that you really want to do something. You want to go on a vacation, but you're afraid to put your money down. I hired a relationship coach yesterday and I said, I'm not ready to do this now, but I really want to do it after my current training program in September. And she said, okay, Tina, are you ready to commit? And I had this experience of like, oh, wait a minute. That means I'm going to have to follow through. I'm going to have to get real with the things that I haven't wanted to get real with, really take on myself at the next level, the one thing that I've been avoiding. And I took a deep breath and I'm like, yes, yes, I am committing that this is important and this is what I want to do. So the reason why I wanted to share this is because we sometimes don't commit to things, and that's why we're not getting the results in our life. Now, the energetics of committing and wishing, you know how we say, like, oh man, I wish I could have a thriving coaching business. I wish I could have an amazing relationship. I wish I could have an amazing sex life, whatever it is that you desire in your life. But are you willing to commit to getting that, to having that? In the energetics, you can tell wishing is like pie in the sky. It's like a pipe dream. It might happen, but a commitment is, what am I willing to do to create it? Am I willing to go out of my way, stretch outside of my comfort zone? Am I willing to really cause this in my life? And sometimes we don't realize that we have this fear of commitment. I notice I have a fear of committing to, I say, like, I want to lose a few pounds. And that's okay. I'm allowed to want to lose a few pounds, but I have not been willing to commit because this is how I view commitment. Committing to something is giving your word, and your word is your integrity, and your integrity is everything. Without integrity, nothing works. So when you commit to something, in my mind, that means no matter what, it's happening, it's in motion, I'm creating it. Now, recently, you know that I left my business partners and I went out on my own. For 6 weeks, I didn't show up online. I was really dealing with my integrity, dealing with myself, dealing with my commitments. What do I really want? And when I was ready to commit, it was like I was all in. Now, this is the thing that I want you guys to be wary of. When you commit to something, what's your true intention? Because the energetics around that too will impact your results. So, my intention was, I heard these words, Tina, you're in over your head when it comes to business and you're out of your depth. Those words rang in my head like, what? See, my intention when I came back was, I'm going to prove you wrong. You think I'm over my head? I'm going to do this with velocity. I am going to smash the shit out of my business just to prove that you are wrong. Now, when I saw this, it was an inauthenticity that was kind of playing in my background. See, because we don't have to come from that place, but sometimes we're not aware. What is our true intention? And that's because a lot of what we do is unconscious. We don't know that it's there. It's not like we wake up saying, I'm going to prove you wrong and you wrong and you wrong. And we don't do that. We don't know until it becomes part of our awareness. And see, now the energy around me wanting to prove somebody wrong is not coming from a heart-centered place. It's not coming from an intention. And my true intention that I had to get present to, right? There was this one that was there, but really I want to genuinely serve. I want to contribute to people. I want to make a difference in the world. But I lost kind of sight of that when I had this other hidden agenda. We have hidden agendas. We're not aware of them, right? I want to lose weight. The hidden agenda is I don't want to be responsible. I don't want to do the work. I want to have an amazing relationship. And my hidden agenda is I don't really want to step outside my comfort zone. I don't want to communicate what's really there. I'm afraid. All of these things are playing in the background that we can't see until we bring them into our awareness. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Because when you are grounded in your intention, when you are grounded in what you're really willing to commit to, the energy around that is authentic. It's true. You can't fake that shit. You really can't. And people ask me, like, Tina, you came out in the last 6 weeks with velocity. You're creating phenomenal results, 6-figure months already. How are you doing that? What is your strategy? And I say, listen, it's not the strategy, it's not the mechanics. It's your intention and your commitment to making something work in your life. It starts with who you get to be in your life. Who do you want to be when you show up in your relationships, when you show up at the gym, when you show up online, when you show up in your business? Who do you want to be? Who do you get to be? What is holding you back? What are the chains that you have attached that is stopping you? I'm in this intensive training like last week, this week, and I'm starting to see, even though I talk about reclaim your feminine power, boss your life and business, I'm seeing the chains. I'm seeing what I'm holding myself back with. I'm seeing how I'm not completely playing full out. In my mind, it's like, what? How much more is there? But there is, right? Because we have a whole life, not just business, not just relationship, not just our health. We have a whole life. And how we're showing up in one area is how we're showing up in all areas. When we see it in one, we see it in everyone. And then we get to make a conscious choice. What am I willing to commit to? I mean, a commitment that no matter what, it is happening. When you are present to this, and when you look at your business, when you look at your life, when you look at that one thing that you truly desire, if you don't already have it, consider that there's an intention holding you back. Maybe it's conscious, maybe it's not. But when you're willing to be straight with yourself and honest with yourself, or you're willing to discover, dig a little bit deeper, everything you want is available. Everything you want is already waiting for you. I promise you that, but you got to be willing to take it. You got to be willing to, you get to be willing to take it, because you are worthy. You are so worthy of having so much abundance and so much freedom and so much love and health and vibrancy. You are worthy. If you don't believe that, listen to this over and over again. You really, truly are. Somewhere in your life, someone told you you weren't, and you believed that bullshit. You believed it like it was true. You know I'm talking to you, but you know I'm talking to me too, because we're one, right? We're human beings living a human experience. Sometimes we need to be awakened. We need to be shaken outside of our comfort zone so that we can create the life that we want. I hope this is waking you up. And I want you to just think, what is it that you truly desire? Really, really in the bottom of your heart. Forget about the how, forget about the who, forget about all of that. But what is it that you truly desire? Now, are you willing to commit to getting it? Are you willing to commit to having your life work? Are you willing to commit to that one thing and do whatever it takes to have it? If the answer is yes, then you just take one action at a time. Who do you need to support you in this? Do you need a buddy? Do you need a mentor? Do you need a coach? Do you need a friend? Who do you need? And what is one action you can get to get closer to your goal? That's how you get to look at it. It's not a huge mountain, I promise you. It's one little step at a time. But notice the energy around when you commit to something. I know that some of you are, maybe you've been holding off having lunch with a friend. You haven't actually put the date in your calendar and committed to it. Maybe you've been saying you want a date night with your husband or your wife and you just haven't committed to it. What are you going to do today? Today, right now, to commit to that one thing that's important to you? Put it in your calendar, put it in your diary, speak it into existence, make it happen. Okay, let me know what you're hearing. Hi, Katerina. Hi, Sandy, Sarah. Um, let me know what you're committing to creating in your life. Not because you have to, because you get to live an amazing life. You get to have it all. Listen, sometimes it takes a willingness to know that even if it's scary, even if you're tired, even if you're exhausted, all these things that come up for resistance, we can act despite that. It's just resistance. That's it. Everything that stops us is resistance. When we see it for what it is, we can laugh at ourselves. I had a lot of resistance today. I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning. I had 2 hours of homework to do. I was tired. I ran a red light. I was late picking up my kids. I took out my garbage on Tuesday when garbage isn't until Wednesday. Like, listen, I had to generate myself because I was just like on this emotional roller coaster. My head was all over the place. But it's like, what is my commitment? My commitment is I will always show up powerfully for you, despite if I'm tired, despite if I'm angry, despite how I might be feeling. I'm not my feelings, and neither are you. Okay? I love you guys so much. I want you to win your game. I want you to take action. I want to live in a world where we all are living with so much joy and happiness in our heart. That's my intention. That's what I'm committed to. And this is my commitment to you. I'm going to show up every week, whether you listen or not, to give you what I think has been so valuable for me in my life and in my business. Okay. Gotta go now. Love you guys. See you back next week. Bye.